Ophiocordyceps unilateralis. This parasitic fungus infects ants living in tropical forests. After entering the ant's body, it slowly spreads and begins affecting the insect's behavior. The ant leaves its colony, climbs a plant, and bites down on a leaf or stem. Once attached, it stays there while the fungus continues growing. Eventually, the fungus releases spores from the ant's body, allowing it to infect more ants below. It is one of the most famous examples of mind control in nature. Leucochloridium paradoxum. This strange parasite infects snails and transforms their eye stalks into colorful, pulsating structures. The infected snail also starts moving into bright, exposed areas instead of hiding in the shade. These changes attract birds, which eat the snail and help the parasite continue its life cycle. The parasite effectively manipulates the snail into making itself easier to find. Toxoplasma gondii. This microscopic parasite can infect many animals, but it reproduces inside cats. When rodents become infected, their natural fear of cats begins to fade. Some studies suggest they may even become attracted to areas where cats have been. As a result, they are more likely to be eaten, allowing the parasite to reach its preferred host. Scientists continue studying how such a tiny organism can influence behavior so effectively. Ampulex compressive, better known as the emerald cockroach wasp. This insect controls cockroaches using a carefully targeted sting. The venom affects parts of the cockroach's nervous system and removes its desire to escape. The wasp can then guide the cockroach wherever it wants. After leading it to a safe location, the wasp lays an egg on it. The host remains alive while serving as food for the developing larva. Sacculina. This parasite begins life as a tiny larva searching for crabs. Once inside a crab, it spreads through the body with root-like structures that absorb nutrients. Over time, the crab's behavior changes dramatically. It starts caring for the parasite as if it were its own offspring. Even male crabs can develop behaviors normally seen in females. The parasite gains complete control over important aspects of its host's life. Hairworm. Hairworms spend much of their lives growing inside insects such as crickets and grasshoppers. As the parasite reaches maturity, it somehow influences the host's behavior. The infected insect becomes drawn toward water, even if it normally avoids it. Eventually, it enters a pond or stream, where the worm emerges and begins its adult life. This manipulation allows the parasite to reach the environment it needs for reproduction. Dicrocoelium dendriticum, also known as the lancet liver fluke. This parasite uses ants as part of a complex life cycle. After infecting an ant, one larva travels to the insect's nervous system. During cool evenings, the ant climbs to the top of a blade of grass and locks its jaws onto it. This increases the chances of being eaten by a grazing animal, which the parasite needs as its next host. The behavior appears simple, but it is remarkably precise. Polysphincta Wasp. This parasitic wasp targets spiders and uses them in an unusual way. After laying an egg on the spider, the larva slowly develops while attached to its host. Near the end of its growth, chemicals released by the larva change the spider's behavior. The spider builds a special web designed to support the wasp's cocoon. Once the structure is complete, the spider is killed, and the cocoon remains safely protected.